Avo, you ready?
What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Avo, and this is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 75, Victory Lap. Let's go! What's good, man? What's good? How y'all
R.I.P.
feeling?
Nick. R.I.P. Nick. What's good, brodies and babes? This is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 70. This is where you come for your fantasy football needs and to chop it up about the latest NFL news. I am Dynasty Bro Dot, and I got 2 chains on. I'm here with my co-bro.
I got a big ass chain on that I got to get back. Chief Social FF, aka Dynasty Bro Vic.
And I'm wearing headphones.
Hey, Vic, why you got to get your chain back, bro?
I lost the title this year in this league, so it's all good. I'm gonna get it back.
Are you gonna lay with it tonight, or you gotta take it back?
Nah, bro.
Y'all gonna have a sentimental moment?
Plastic's already been ripped off, man. Plastic's off, man.
Are you gonna take a picture with it tonight?
Nah, bro. It's cool. It's cool, bro.
Did you frame the plastic?
Nah.
You should have framed that, bro. You should have kept that part.
All right, look, victory lap. We call it that because for the most part, man, everybody should have wrapped up their season. I know a few seasons go into week 17, into the fantasy playoffs, but we try to watch that because people are being set. You see Big Ben sitting out. You try to watch those kind of games where people don't need the starters around this time of the season. You don't want to feel like, man, I lost because Pat decided to sit out because they already got the bye. So we try to avoid that. So for the most part, everybody should know if they won a championship or not. Victory lap, baby. So look, I think my guy's over there pouring up a mimosa, which means he won. He's celebrating. And so, and me, I'm drinking out the bottle. If I would have won more than one, I would have bought some champagne, but I'm just drink my Stella Blueberry straight out the bottle because I only got one dub. But that's all you need, my guy. So unless I'm lying, let me confirm this shit with my guy, Vic. Vic, are you over there pouring up mimosa because you got a dub in one of your shits or what?
Of course, man. Hey, call me Walmart Poppy, man. You know, had to get the ghetto mocha going. Hey, if y'all need a bartender for your Super Bowl party, let me know. If it's 10 people or less. But
you know how to make mimosas and beer in a cup.
You can't do no Jack and Coke, no rum and Coke. No.
That don't spill over. That's the key, bro.
My guy can make a mean beer in a glass.
Mean one, bro.
No phone.
Yeah, bro.
All right, well up. Now you got it.
Yeah, bro. I ended up bringing in one title, man. It was redraft, so unfortunately no Dynasty titles this year, but it's all good. I'm actually gonna hone in and focus in a little bit more on the Dynasty side. I did a lot of trading this year, and hey, it wasn't for me this year. It's all good. So shout out to everybody that won their league championships this year, whether it's redraft or Dynasty. How'd you do that?
In my brother's defense, in about half of his leagues, I'm in with him. And I'm in a lot of leagues with him, but he's in a lot of leagues that I'm not in. This is my defense comment for you. I watched my brother decide if he wanted to be in or out in a lot of leagues. So he started basing his team on I'm gonna be out this year. So you got to give yourself some leeway to be like, I chose to be out sometimes, but I can speak for you to see your teams and know that next year a lot of them are going to be fired for the decisions that you chose to make. The young guys you decided to take the leap on, they're panning out. You was a Jalen Hurts guy. All these running backs you went in on. Swift started slow. You got you some Swift. You sold. We got you some James Robinson. You got you some Gibson. So I watched you build your young core. And by the end of the season, when you decided to give up early and start panning out your team for next year, I watched these guys come to fruition for you. So I'm excited into your next year teams because I seen what you did early. So I'm going to give you props and give you some passes on that, bro, because you was working like a real GM.
Appreciate that, bro. Hey, I appreciate that. So, yeah, man. I really don't know what to say at this point, man. I'm actually just feeling a little bit relieved. It's been a long season, so yeah, it's a lot of work that goes into this, man. But happy to come here and celebrate the victory lap, man. So, how'd you do?
I got one championship, and mine is in Dynasty. It's actually the league that I originally started in. The league that I got you in for that 1 year you won a championship and dip. This is I'm not gonna lie, bro. It might be my first one, and I've been in that league for about 10, 11 years, bro. And it might be my second. I'm not gonna lie and say it's my second because I feel like it might just be my first. But this is the first league I ever drafted in, started from the ground up, and I finally got my championship, bro.
That's fire, bro. Congrats, man.
I got a
Yeah.
question.
Go ahead,
I got
bro.
a question. So it's acceptable for you to win a championship and dip? That's just okay now?
Okay. You
Just
want me to
one
defend you, Vic, or you want to
Yeah,
speak
bro.
where you came
for
from?
anybody
Look,
watching.
all right, so look, Vic came in, never did Dynasty before, and he got through into a team that wasn't his. It was a team that was already stacked, but it was good enough to win and keep on winning out. But my thing is, I respect Vic because he got out, he won a championship, got out, and he could have just kept winning with the team he had, at least for a few more years when Antonio Brown was flourishing, Le'Veon was with the Steelers flourishing. He had literally, he had a fire ass team.
Jordy
And
Nelson.
yeah,
Packers.
Devonta Freeman when he was
Okay.
balling out early with Atlanta, early Ty. He had a stacked ass team. He got out because the one thing about Dynasty is, man, you want to start with your guys. You want to start from a draft. You want to build your team because this is going to be the team you're with. 11 years ago, I drafted this team. It feels good to finally get one because I drafted a fucked up. I remember being with White Sam and having a strategy of, hey, I've never done Dynasty. Sam's like, hey, me neither, but let's just get young guys. It's Dynasty. I remember punting everything White Sam said and went and grabbed whoever I wanted to. I went into panic mode. This is my first ever Dynasty draft. I went into straight panic mode, redraft thoughts, and I fucked up my whole draft. And I had bright spots over the year, fixing it, low spots. But look, I'm here, and I feel good about it because it's my team. And Vic probably left because, hey, these isn't the guys I drafted. This isn't my team. This win doesn't feel authentic to me. I'm going to take my money still because I had to play the guys. But I get it, bro. Get the fuck out, do it the right way, and build your team. That's what Dynasty is about. Get your guys building your team.
I had to ask the question, man. I had to ask the question.
It's trash to
didn't
get in
sound
a league. It's trash to get in the league and leave because you traded your team off. You sucked all year. Now you want to be in it. This is a guy that won and probably could have kept winning. And it's a decent money league. He left for good reasons that nobody had issues with. Nobody.
No, that's respectable. What you said, though, I think is real key. And I think you halfway got me excited. You just said you drafted this team 11 years ago, which literally explains the dynasty part much more deeper than I think I even understood. I'm sure that there were players, clearly 11 years ago, players that retired. New players have came in the league. So you've really taken time to develop a strategy, really figure this out truly from the bottom up. And I was going to let you know, I respect that, like for real. I really do.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. My bad. That was a long rant. All right, victory lap, man.
I like it.
What we want to do is, I think the main segment is basically going to be the guys that help win championships in regular real life, and then on our teams personally, we'll talk some MVPs on our teams, the guys that we stuck with, we believed in, and maybe we can talk some guys that, since we're talking dynasty, some guys that didn't come through in the playoffs for us. If you think a couple off the top of your head. But guys that we still trust going forward, whether just an injury or just situation through the team. We're going to be able to discuss all that, take it however we want to, man. It's the end of the season. Let's just prep ourselves up for rolling into the off season. That's how we'll do it. But before then, I mean, if you want to talk injuries, we can. I don't know how important injuries and shit are right now. I just think, we can do the Hood TMC, we can do the B Team Players of the Week, and then I just think we can have a big conversation, bro, about how it panned out, whether with injuries now, just everything can be one broad conversation, bro.
That's cool.
I'll say when it comes to injuries, just are there any serious injuries? Anything we need to know about? Like there might be somebody that's out for the season, but it might be a horrible knee or something. Like that would be when it comes to the injury thing, that would be my only question.
So yeah, I guess we'll touch on it when we get there, unless you want to cover it now. So
I got you, bro. Bro. We never shaking it, bro. We always go to the hood. TMZ.
We gotta go to the hood, baby.
Yeah, always go to the hood, TMZ, and we're gonna get in and out.
Usually we in and out, but today, since it's end of the year, it's loaded, man. I got a lot of stuff to hit on, but we're gonna still be in and out, man. All right, man. Let's start with some of these records. So shout out to Alvin Kamara. If you guys saw on Friday, Christmas Day, man, he had a big day. So he actually tied the NFL record for most rushing touchdowns in the game, which was with 6. He could have actually broke the record, but they gave one to Taysom Hill.
Guy.
Yeah, man, my guy. But shout out to Alvin, man. He basically carried a lot of teams to the fantasy championships on Friday. So unfortunately, there are some teams that still lost to loss with having Kamara. I know I had a team that lost in the redraft league because dude had Diggs, but we're not gonna hit on that too much. But I do want to shout out Alvin Kamara for having a big day, man, and he's been doing it all year too, man.
True that.
That's true.
All right, bros. We got some more records. Shout out to tight end Travis Kelce. So he's the first tight end in NFL history with 5 1,000-yard seasons, man, at the tight end position.
He's a baller, bro. Just hands down, bro. He's just a baller. I don't even know what else to say about that man.
Is he getting wide receiver money yet?
Man,
Have they changed that?
I believe he just got a big contract, right? Or extension?
Yeah, he got a stupid ass contract, bro. Yeah, he getting paid for what he do, bro. He's that guy.
Him and Kittle changing the game at the tight end position. I think Walker's going to be up next to get paid. I know Kelce also is the first tight end to have 1,400 yards in the season, so he's killing it, bro.
I think before last night, Diggs' performance, Kelce was leading the league in receiving yards.
Yeah,
at tight end, but I think Diggs just took that shit over.
Yep. All right, one more record I do want to call out. Frank Gore, man, he just surpassed 16,000 rushing yards for his career. So he actually joins Walter Payton and Emmitt Smith as the only players in NFL history to reach that number. So shout out to the OG, Frank Gore, still running strong.
Man, he need to.
I can't believe he's still out here. You said Frank Gore. I was like, wait, I know his name.
Yeah, bro.
He need to stop. Hey, bro, somebody tell that man retired, bro.
If you know this answer, just has he played as many years as those two? I'm just curious. Like, is he outpacing them, or is he just staying in the league like LeBron?
Yeah, he's staying in the league. He's been in the league for 16 years.
Yeah.
Shit.
He's definitely outplayed those other guys.
Okay, got you.
And he's probably going to keep going, but hats off to him. And mind you, had 2 ACL injuries in college, right? So to do that, 2 ACL injuries, that's a big deal, man. So shout out to Frank Gore.
Legit.
All right, let's keep it pushing. So shout out to NFL Update. So that's at My Sports Update on Twitter. So as of right now, 16 weeks are in. The Jaguars actually clinched the first draft pick in the draft. So it's official, man. The Jaguars got the number 1 pick in the draft. Who you guys think they're going to take, or who should they take?
All right, so look. All right, fuck that. We all kind of know they're going Trevor. Let's ask a better question. I got a better question. Vic, so now that we know we're getting Trevor going to the Jaguars, which we're more comfortable him going, they got Chenault, they got Shark. They got James Robinson catch out the backfield. They'll probably get a tight end. Okay. You don't like Jets quarterbacks. What if they take Fields, right? Can we take a running back instead of taking Fields with that 102?
I'm down for that.
What if Najee goes somewhere instantly starter, good team, instantly? How would you feel? Is it Najee or is it Justin Fields playing for the Jets? Not saying that the Jets are going to take Justin Fields because Darnold doesn't look bad again for some reason. I don't know what's up, but I know you don't like guys in that organization. I'm asking you right now on the spot in front of millions and millions. Hey, we got the 102. We already took Justin Fields on our team, on Team 5. Who we going with next, bro?
We already took Justin Fields. We already took Trevor.
We already took Trevor. So now we got Drew Brees, Stafford, Tannehill, and Trevor. Who do you take with the 102, bro?
All right, I'm gonna throw a curveball at you, bro, because I keep one tucked too, man. But check this out. I'm seeing some early mock drafts. I'm hearing Zach Wilson might go to the Jets, QB from BYU, and then I'm seeing, and we'll see if it actually goes down, but I can see it. Justin Fields going to the Falcons, man. So what if the Falcons take Justin Fields? How do you feel about that? So if he goes to the Jets, I'm down to pivot, bro, for sure. But if he's with the Falcons, how do you feel about that?
I'm down with taking if he goes to the Falcons. He got weapons instantly. Only if I know that. Do you take the risk on him in a two-year league empire that we know we're gonna win back to back? Do you take the risk on them if they expect to keep Matt Ryan?
Man, Matt Ryan is regressing, so I could definitely see Fields going to a situation where Hey, you never know. It could be another Philadelphia situation where Wentz is in there and then they bring in Hurts, and maybe they flirt with Fields early on with some packages, and they end up giving him the whole offense. So I can see that happening. You also got a regressing Julio. I mean, in my opinion, just given the injuries, and he can't stay on the field, man. So yeah, there's a lot going on there. So if we're trying to win now, and I know we've been saying that for the past couple of years, we have yet to do it. So I don't even know if we can plant our flag and say we're going to go back to back, but our team is stacked as fire. We definitely got the fire and power to do it. I think I'd rather go with Najee, bro, still, just to sew up instead of banking on a rookie QB. In the Empire League.
So. In the Empire League. Yeah, sometimes it's team dependent, especially when you got these kind of talents, bro. That shit's going to be crazy.
All right, so let me finish running through this draft order. So Jaguars clinched number 1, it's official. The Jets got number 2. That's official. So, yeah, man, that's interesting, man. Like, again, I believe Darnold is talented. So I think it's a coaching situation there. So until you get rid of Gase, nothing changes. Like, you can bring in Zach Wilson. You can bring in Justin Fields. It don't matter until you get rid of Gase.
True that.
All right. As of right now, the Dolphins have the 3rd pick in the draft. It's not official, but they can definitely lock that up. And then the Falcons at 4. That's why Fields or Zach Wilson, whoever they want, can fall. And then the Bengals at 5. So I'm not going to run through the full list, but I just want to call that out. Teams that
how do you think Houston feels? Did you think they knew they was going to suck this bag, giving up their 1st-round pick to Miami this year? Because I think that's why Miami has the 3rd pick is from Houston's record.
What?
No, I don't think they did because they, again, from their perspective, they brought in another veteran like Cooks. They brought in David Johnson. They probably felt like they could do some damage, but we already know Houston got a lot of work to do.
It's sad, bro. They are ruining Deshaun Watson's prime, bro. They are. It's sad to watch, bro.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you have a former GM/head coach wearing 2 hats, man. Like, you can't coach a team and run the organization. Like, clearly it's shown, right?
That's a team with no money, no draft capital, just one of the best QB talents in the league with no weapons around them, no offensive line. That's a damn shame, bro.
Yeah, that don't make sense. Shame.
It is, bro. Feels like an Andrew Luck situation. It's just that they have at least at the time, Houston's O-line is in a better situation than what Luck had. So, all right, bros, let's keep it pushing. Shout out to the rap sheet, Ian Rappaport. So, Panthers offensive tackle Russell Okung, he will receive half of his salary, $13 million in Bitcoin. So he's the first player to ever receive some payment in the term, at least in the form of Bitcoin. I wanted to just call that out just because it's never been done until now. So to be clear on how this works, the U.S. dollars for Okung's paycheck goes into an account and it's controlled by a company called Strike. And Okung is a custodian, meaning he has access to the account. When the dollars arrive, it automatically converts to Bitcoin. So when he gets his paycheck, he sees Bitcoin in his Bitcoin wallet. So he's converting 7.5, well, actually 6.5, because that's half of 13 million, $6.5 million to Bitcoin. What are your thoughts on that?
I would have more insight on it if I had research on Bitcoin my own. So for him to be doing it must mean he knows a little bit more of, the come up side of Bitcoin. And he must see the upside of it. I don't know too much about it, so I don't really know how to speak on it, to be honest. But
nah, I'm with you.
I think it's pretty dope that bare minimum he's trying to invest his money.
Yeah,
that's what he's trying to do. I don't know nothing about Bitcoin. I know a little bit about Bitcoin, but not enough to really speak on it. But it just sounds like he's doing his best to invest his money, and I like that.
Yeah. To me, it sounds like a guy that's taking care of his stuff financially. So if you can front load your Bitcoin wallet with 6.5 million, it sounds like he's willing to make that investment. And again, I also don't have that much knowledge and insights. Of course, I'm familiar with Bitcoin. I believe one share is like 2K or 3K.
Yep.
It's something I would like to get into, but I don't know if I'm still kind of on the fence, but clearly a lot of people believe in it. So it's definitely something worth paying attention to, especially if, again, we're seeing these max contracts. You never know. It could be a situation where the league starts giving away Bitcoins or, Like, it's just something just to be mindful of since it's out there. So, You just never know. All right, a couple more things, then we'll get out of here. Juju actually made a post. He basically told him, at least the media, for the betterment of himself and his teammates, he's going to stop dancing on the logos. So, of course, they got a lot of grief for that. Of course, they beat our coach this weekend, and they still made a
Juju balled out.
Yeah,
and Juju balled out.
Yeah, bro. And they made a TikTok in the locker room, so I'm still shitty about that, bro.
But channel your energy, man. Put that dancing energy into the field, bro. It's funny he went out there and had a bomb-ass game the first week that he quit dancing, bro.
His dancing didn't have nothing to do with his play.
I know, bro, but that's still some get focused type shit, bro.
It's childish. You might look at it as not focused, but I look at it like, all right, they were looking for a reason to bring him down when he didn't play well. If you're doing anything off the field and not playing well on the field, they're going to point at that no matter what it is.
Well,
true.
No matter what it is.
Well, I don't think you should be doing all of that when you're not playing well. It's kind of like celebrating when you're losing. Like you score a touchdown and you celebrate. Okay, you still down by 21.
Exactly.
Why are you celebrating? Bro, you on a 3-game losing streak, bro. Quit dancing on logos and get fucking focused. Yes, I do agree with that.
I feel you.
And he's been playing bad in real life and fantasy up until this week. So yeah, quit dancing on logos like you having a Randy Moss Patriots season, my nigga. Chill out.
That's real.
That's fair. That's all fair. That's all right. Fair.
Last thing, Tennessee Titans, man. They actually put a guy on the injury report this past week.
I seen that.
Linebacker Will Compton. He came in with a bad haircut. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they put him on the injury report for that. So
I think he responded and said something like, "Y'all just don't see the heat." He said some shit like that. Y'all just don't see the heat.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out to him for thinking that haircut was heat.
Hey, man, it's how you rock it. It's how you rock it.
All right, bros. That's all I got for What's the Word. Y'all got anything else you want to add?
No, I think we're going to talk about mine in the flag.
All right. Are we going to jump to the injuries? You got something, Dot?
Man, technically, let's do this. It's quick. I know Avo said injuries that may affect next year. Well, I don't think we have any of them. Jared Goff messed up his thumb. They said he might be back for the playoffs if they make it, so I don't think that affects anything. Sammy Watkins, we always kind of expect him to get banged up with some kind of leg injury. It's his calf. I'm serious, bro. That really happened. But no major injuries that are going to affect the offseason or anything. So we're good. We don't got to speak on that.
Yeah, I do want to add Cooper Kupp. He's out this week. So if you're playing.
Yeah, just COVID.
So, yeah, no Cooper Kupp this week.
Look, COVID.
Let's get into the flag on the play then, man. What you got,
flag on the play. Dwayne Haskins, man. Dwayne Haskins. Just for not understanding as an adult that, man, you got to be a professional out here. Certain rules you got to follow, certain things you got to do to do the things that you want to do. You want to play football? Well, there's little things you got to do. And going out and doing those things, hey, man, and not playing well, you can't do both. And I call on Vic. You got a question? I mean, Dot, what's good?
I was about to say, damn, Vic didn't have his hand up, bro. Okay, so you kind of cleaned it up at the end. So what I was about to say is, it depends on who you are. If you can, James Harden can do whatever he wants to. He's still gonna play. He ain't gonna get punished and dropped. Give me another guy. Deshaun Watson could probably go out and do something fucked up COVID-wise, and he'll probably get fined, never get released. You can't be garbage, sad as hell, and be doing boneheaded shit, man. 'Cause that's when the shit bites you in the ass the most. Like, bro, we barely want you on the team. Now you gonna go out and do some stupid shit. Bye. Yeah, and he cleared waivers. Nobody claimed him. Nobody wanted him, bro. And he said he was gonna make everybody pay for making him go number 15 in the draft. And now don't nobody want to pay him, but he was gonna make everybody pay. Nobody wanted to pay. Now your ass going to the XFL. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's coming back, bro.
XFL coming back.
I think 2022, maybe. We'll see. But also with that, he also got that captain, that letter C stripped off his chest. They gave it to Chase Young, who deserves it. Rookie in a Pro Bowl. Also, man, going back to the Justin Fields thing, man, these Ohio State quarterbacks have not worked out in the league, bro. Like going back to the Urban Meyer tenure, the Jim Tressel. So now Haskins, hey, Justin Fields is up next, man. Like, again, I know he's talented, but the track record has shown, bro, and I got to put it out there. Ohio State QBs have not panned out in the league, bro. Like, are you nervous at all? A little bit, just even looking at the Justin situation?
No, because I can't think of any of those guys that went into college being like a big recruit before they were there. Like, the system may have turned them into a quarterback that the NFL was interested in. Their play, their athleticism. I remember Braxton Miller was such an athlete that, everybody was so excited about him. And then, yeah, even Haskins was a one-hit wonder with, talented receivers around him. But Justin Fields coming out of high school was just as highly touted as a quarterback as Trevor Lawrence was, bro. And it's just been like that year by year. So I just want y'all to remember that coming out of high school, he was still, it wasn't Ohio State made him a thing. He was a thing before going to Ohio State. I think that's the difference between him and a lot of these other quarterbacks that are there. Not saying that you can't flourish as a good quarterback, in that system, but I think he was going to be good regardless, bro.
And remind me, was he at Georgia first or did he transfer? I don't remember. Did he come from Georgia? Bulldogs? I could be wrong, bro, but that's something we could probably look up later. Or hit me in the comments, but it don't matter. But yeah, man. But I definitely want to pose that question again. The track record with the Ohio State quarterbacks, I just got to put it out there. But I am going to trust in Justin Fields, so I'm willing to take that chance if I got the 102. And you never know, bro. Justin Fields could slip in these dynasty rookie drafts because people are all over Zach Wilson. So, and you never know. Some people may want some Najee Harris if they need a running back, if they already sewn up at QB. So you never know. Justin Fields could fall to the 103, 104, even 105 in these rookie drafts. So be on the lookout.
That's real. That's real. But flag on Dwayne Haskins for not being mature.
And he did go to Georgia 2018.
Okay. I thought so. All right, bro. Any more flags?
I don't got no flag on the players.
I got a flag, bro.
Let's go.
My flag goes to all the damn commissioners who don't do payouts right away because they done spent the shit on Christmas and all this other shit and gambling and the commissioners that make you wait till they get their check to pay out dues, bro. That's just trash.
Shout out to Vic, bro. I watched Vic make these payments quick.
Same day, bro.
Hey, I see you won. Boom, money's out. That's real, bro.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I do got to get some belts out, though, so I'm going to do that tonight. I'm going to order that and put in their address and send it to them directly. But I do understand there are some commissioners who are in a position where everybody didn't pay. So another flag to the people who still ain't paid their damn dues, bro, believe it or not. Like, y'all making it harder on the commissioners to run smoother leagues. We shouldn't even have to focus on dues at this point. We shouldn't be focusing on paying out winnings. So, yeah, man, 2 flags to commissioners that make you wait on the dues, and then also to the people who still haven't paid their dues, bro. That's just trash.
Hey, flag to anybody who didn't follow their gut, man, and just pull some shit off of what somebody said to play or these rankings from ESPN or shit. You've been doing it all year, trusting your own gut, playing the guys that you trust. If you lost because you didn't trust your gut, it's a learning lesson, man, and we're going to keep on getting better.
Yeah, bro.
Let's keep getting better.
I definitely took an L like that, bro. I remember last week I asked you guys, do I play Hurts or Tannehill? I was like, hey, playing Tannehill is safe. I went with Hurts. I won that league, redraft. Lost another league because I played Tannehill instead of going with Trubisky. Like, I knew it was going to snow in Green Bay. Mitch had the perfect matchup, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I should have just went with that. I left points out there. Couldn't overcome Diggs, bro. But if I would have played Mitch, I would have won by 5 points. So next year, Dynasty redraft, when I'm in these dilemmas, I'm trusting my gut. It is what it is, and then live with the outcome.
True that.
All right, bros. Any more flags?
Nah.
That's it.
No.
All right, we still do got some Brodies of the week, so we won't get into that. Let's get into this film room. I got 2 guys, man. 2 guys I want to call out. So let me pull down this banner. Let's get into this film room, man. First, we're going to go to Chicago, man. There's a running back I want you guys to check out. Hope you guys see the screen. Number 46, rookie Artavius Pierce. He got his first rushing touchdown. He's in the backfield. Hey, that speaks volume, man. Like, for you to get in there and get a touchdown with a hot David Montgomery. So, of course, Tariq Cohen's out, but he's a guy I definitely would stash or watch. in Dynasty. See, they got the phones up to stash and watch them. They try to see who that is on the back of the jersey. Octavius Pierce, bro. Make sure you guys at least watch him if you don't want to stash him in Dynasty. Want to shout him out.
I mean, the game was out of hand at that point.
Yeah.
I wish they would have gave another one to my guy David, but spread the love. It's all right.
Yeah. All right. I ain't even flash his name, man. See the mimosa again to me. There it is. There go the draft ticker. All right. I'm gonna let that flash a little bit. That way I can get his name in on that. But I got another guy. We're gonna go to Cleveland. So mind you guys, all the receivers were out. Everyone was rushing to add David Njoku and add Marvin Hall, add Harrison Bryant, all these guys. But this guy stepped up, stepped in. He did his thing, man. This is my type of shit. Called in off the practice squad, and he balled out, man. He had 5 catches on 11 targets, and he had 60 yards. So he's down here at the bottom of the screen, Jamarcus Bradley. Look at him, man. Making plays, bro. Like, literally had no idea he was going to play until the last minute. Look at him. Deer in headlights with his eyes wide. Can't believe he's playing in the game, but he's doing his thing, man. So shout out to Jamarcus Bradley.
I got something funny to say.
Shout out to him for making Jamarcus's look good.
Yeah, bro. What's up?
Hey, what a perfect week to lose all your receivers and you play the Jets. And then they lost still, but just saying.
Yeah, bro. That just goes to show, man. Any given Sunday, that's the beauty of football. Still got to line up. Still got to, put your hand in the dirt and get it done. In this case, on the turf. That MetLife turf that be taking boys out with injuries, by the way. They need to change that shit.
Oh, before we move to the next segment, since we're talking about the Browns, you know where I'm going?
Nah.
Hey, Big Ben sitting out this week. Y'all remember what happened last year?
Oh, yeah. The Mason Rudolph incident with Gary.
Mason Rudolph is starting this weekend against the Browns. How ironic, bro. How ironic. How do you think this game gonna go this week? How do you think that situation gonna pop up?
Myles Garrett, 3 sacks.
I don't know, man. Like, it's been a crazy, like, you just never know what can happen. I think we need the coach. I think they need the Browns, or we either need the Browns to lose or the Steelers to lose. I don't know, but it's gonna be a good game, bro. It's a division game. They're still gonna have that fire lit from last year's incident, so I'm expecting it to be physical. All right. I do want to show another Jamarcus play because he balled out. He's here at the top. I just want to show him, man. Like, he balled out. So last play for Birdies of the Week. Not a guy you should add or stash or watch, but I just want to call him just for doing this thing. So he crossed the field, taking a hit. Way to make a play, bro. So shout out to you, Jamarcus.
Shout out to you, Jamarcus.
Is that the mimosa, bro?
I'm just happy
I got
he's making Jamarcus
stuff.
sound better.
Yeah,
you got
the last Jamarcus, Stella. Hey, the last Jamarcus that played in the league, they said John Gruden gave him a tape and told him to go a blank tape of videos and told him go watch them and learn the plays. He came back and said he watched them and said he learned everything, but the tapes was blank. Shout out to Jamarcus Russell, man.
Shout out to him, man. Nice $40 million and out.
That boy is stupid than a motherfucker, bro.
He even made Booger McFarland go off on ESPN on a rant. He even did Jamarcus. He got lumped in with Haskins, bro.
Damn.
Which makes me want to say, shout out to all the other black quarterbacks holding it down. Because if they just had Dwayne Haskins to look at, we might not have another black quarterback in the league for some while. But there's so many holding it down, doing the right thing, and playing well. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see.
I would say the best ones are black, but Aaron Rodgers is still balling.
I say these older guys are still putting it in.
Tom Brady's still balling.
I say the older ones, yeah, Brady and Rodgers. Outside of that,
it's all us.
Drew Brees going down, but you can't forget about Josh Allen, bro. But his skill set is part of that next wave, though. Like that mobile, accurate, can throw. Like,
yeah,
that's the next wave. The Josh Allens, the Kylers, even the Dax, he can move. The Mahomes can move.
Wilson can move.
Yeah, bro.
Deshaun can move.
Exactly.
Lamar can move.
Trevor gonna come in and can move. Fields gonna come in and move. Hurts.
We got the juice, bro.
Bro, the league is transforming. So Michael Vick been doing it. Warren Moon, all those guys. Like hats off to those guys. So they've been trendsetters, man. But
Aaron Brooks.
Aaron Brooks.
Yeah, I'm in the way you can't pass like Aaron Brooks. Lil Wayne said that line.
Yeah, bro. All right, bros. Before we get to this victory lap, man, just to wrap up the season, Avo, where can they follow you at?
You can follow me at Dynasty Bro Avo on the Twitter. And on the gram, you can follow me at DJ Avo Love. That's at DJ AVOLXVE. And very soon here, I'm going to let y'all know y'all can get my mixes. I've been uploading them. We've been having some fun. So, yeah, I'm going to let y'all know about that. Probably in January. But let's go.
Fire. What about you, Dot?
Follow me at Dynasty Bro Dot on Instagram and Twitter. And then follow the main Instagram page, Dynasty Bros FF. Hey, and I'm going to be starting a new page called Alex Wears 2 Chains. I'm lying. I'm not starting a new page. Hey, bro, Vic, where can we find you at, my guy?
At Chief Sosa FF, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Especially if y'all want to see some Call of Duty Warzone highlights.
Got a dub.
Yesterday.
We did get a dub yesterday. I think so. I don't know, man, but it's going down, man. So yeah.
The mimosa's kicking Vic ass, bro. Yeah. We only got about 30 minutes left, bro.
All right, cool. I'm gonna make it through, bro. Yeah, man. But follow me there. Hey, be sure to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Dynasty Bros FF. We show you how to dominate your league, Dynasty Bro style. We put pressure on these leagues. Hey, hopefully you guys brought home some titles. If you came close, we got you. If you won it, congrats. If you didn't win, hey, stay hip to hip. We got you.
Yeah, hip to hip. Just don't touch my hip.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Call of Duty. Hey, hip to hip, bro. Run the blitz. Let's blitz them.
Let's blitz them. It's just one guy.
If we're on one, two of them go down. Other two be up. We get the job done, bro.
You know how we do.
Hey, run a blitz. That's what we say. Run a blitz.
I like it.
All right, man. So, yeah, Dot, man, talk us through, man. Like, I can pull your roster up if you want. Which league was it?
I don't know if you're in my too tired league, bro.
Okay.
But here, what I'll do is I'll talk my way through my roster that I had, man. This was a dynasty league. This is a 2 QB league, and like I said, this is the league I've been in for 11 years, and it feels good to finally get a dub. I will confirm with White Sam later. I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, this is my first time getting a dub in this league. I feel like it is, but so we're just gonna ride out like it's my first one. I ain't gonna lie, man. I had bad quarterbacks play this week, and I'm playing against a guy who got Pat Mahomes and Deshaun Watson, bro. So like just seeing that combination in general is scary. He had Derrick Henry, he had Antonio Gibson, Justin Jefferson, he had Metcalf, he had DeAndre Hopkins, he got Mixon, he got McCaffrey on the IR. So he got a roster, man. And it's just one of those things where it's like sometimes you put your best foot forward and you come up. So even with my 17 points combined from Tua and Cam Newton, I should have traded Cam Newton as soon as I could, bro. He's just been shitty on my team all year. But besides that, I played a 3-pack of running backs, man. I played Dalvin Cook, Leonard Fournette, and Gio. You know, they gave me, no blow-up games, but shit, I'll take 16, 15, 20 from those 3 guys. Robert Tonyan has been a first week pickup for me, and I've been starting him every week. He only had 1 catch for 17 yards this week, but I'm not mad because I was able to plug him in all year in a league where I didn't really have any tight ends, bro. So, it's just one of those things where I'm lucky to get him. But the key thing that made me get a dub this week is, bro, I had Mike Evans and I had Stephon Diggs in, bro. And they gave me over 80 points combined, bro.
Fine, bro.
That's I said, I preach. I just said this in our redraft episode. If you can't play the guys that you take in the first, second, third rounds, then you should have reconsidered taking those guys because those are supposed to be the ones that give you the ships at the end of the year. That consistent, whatever it is, even if it's not the blow-up game, that consistent, I don't have to worry about plug and play every week. And that's what I had in Evans and Diggs, man. And they've been helping me win a lot of games this year. So that's the league I got the dub in, man. I did take a couple L's. We don't got to talk about them leagues, but at least I walked away with 1, bro.
That's fire, bro. And, your future's bright. I do got a question. For the rookie draft, how does that work? Is it based off regular season standings, or is it a situation where top 6 goes off regular season and the bottom or the playoff teams get shuffled around. What
We
does that
always
look?
do regular season standings. So with that being said, I might have had the best record in the league. Let me see. I'm gonna feel like a dumbass if I didn't. I mean, I just jumped the gun for nothing, bro. I did not have. Yes, I did. So it's divisions. I was number one in my division, 10-3. The guy I played. That's dope, bro. The two number one season divisions made the championship. We probably deserved to be there. We had the best scoring teams in the league, 1 and 2. I just got the dub at the end, man. He faced a little injury. We was both 10-3, so I'm either number one or he's number one. I mean,
Okay,
as far as having the last pick. So I ain't worried about it. I like my team.
that's fire, bro. Yeah, you plug and play again to basically repeat. So I'm a fan of the regular season finishing just because when a lot of people don't make the playoffs, they're not even watching their lineups anymore. So at the end of the day, it takes luck to win a fantasy championship. So all this, manipulative, let's see how the playoff teams finish out and all this other stuff. Like just go off the regular season standings, in my opinion. I don't care about basing it off of the highest scoring teams and or what they could have scored. Like I don't like when commissioners get fancy with how they want to handle the rookie picks. I just like to keep it simple. Hey, let's just go off the regular season standings. It is what it is. If you made the playoffs, it takes luck at the end of the day to win a fantasy ship. So
True that. True that. All right, bro. I know you told me you got a ship, my guy.
yeah, I got a ship. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it since it was redraft, but I
Nah,
had
bro. Fuck that shit, bro. Get on your win shit, bro. Tell us about it, bro.
all right, check this out. So it was a standard league. I'll say that. It was a 10-team league. It was a big buy-in. Everybody put in $100. What I liked about this league, there was a regular season championship, meaning if you won the regular season, like first seed in the playoff bracket, you got $500. I won that, and it came down to us being 8-5 and 8-5, but I put up the most points. And then I ended up winning a title. So again, I asked you guys last week, should I play Hurts or Tannehill? Ava was like, hey, you can play it safe with Tanny. No nuts, no glory. Go where it hurts. I went where it hurts. He pulled through. I know he didn't have the best game, but it actually worked out in fantasy, so I'll take that. Swift had a slow game. He didn't really get much done. I pivoted from James Robinson because he was out. I didn't have a choice. Pivoted from Zeke because he just hasn't been getting it done as of lately, but actually had a decent game. But I played Jeff Wilson, bro. He had a big game. I think he gave us like 28 points. I also had Devontae Adams. You already know what he does. He's a dog. I played Devontae. I played A.J. Brown. He couldn't really get going in that blizzard in Green Bay. I played George Kittle, and I had a feeling he'd be back for the championship week, and he was. So I'll take that. And my flex was Allen Robinson, bro. Revenge game against Jacksonville. I left
All out.
Myles Gaskin on the bench, man, but it's all good. So I will say this. My opponent had Keenan Allen out on injury and Terry McLaurin. So I was working the waiver wires. I went and grabbed all the receivers. He had to play Tyron Johnson for the Chargers. He didn't pan out, even though he's been balling the past 2 weeks. And he played someone else. But he left Nelson Aguilar on the bench, bro. So that's the beauty of working the waiver wires, man. Make your opponent overthink. So
Good shit, bro. That's how you do it. That's how you get your dubs, my guy.
yeah, bros. Hey, so check this out. I do want to check in on the set it and forget it. And then also we can check out some other league winners too. So hopefully you guys can see my screen. So
Do
let's
you
start with
remember my set it and forget it? Because I did mine a week after.
I know you had all the Bears, and I
Yeah, I
forgot.
just said play all the Bears. I said play QB, running back, and receiver. Robinson,
Okay.
Montgomery, Mitch.
Well, let's start there then. So Mitch had what was he, number 7 on the week? So
Mm-hmm.
again, it's a guy who I should have played because he would have brought me a title home, but he had a big game, bro. So he put up 23 points, got it in the air and on the ground. So solid performance from Mitch. What are your thoughts on him, man, in Dynasty, man? Like, do you think well, you might have to mute. You got a lot of kickback. But what do you think about Mitch, bro? I know the Bears just declined his 5th-year option.
I would have declined it at the time too. Here's the thing, bro. You can't sell him for anything. And after these past few games, you got to kind of hope that they don't bring anybody in because he looks like he has the team rolling again. Looks like he's gaining the trust of the coaches, the running back, the linemen, the defense, and everybody's on one accord. And he's 26, bro. So he's still young. He has a chance to keep growing and getting better. And it looked like he probably just needed somebody to, put that urgency in them. Don't just be like, we're never going to bring in no good backups. I think bringing in Nick Foles did him some justice. So you can't get lazy, you can't get comfortable. And he does look good again, man. It isn't like this the first time he looked good. He has spurts, and he looked good his rookie year. I think it's about play calling. I think they have to help him out just as much as he has to help them out too. So I don't think he's no superstar quarterback, but I don't think he's a guy you need to try to capitalize on his past 3 games because you probably won't get what he's worth in a 2 QB league. You might as well just keep him and hope that they give him another chance because I don't think you're going to have to pay him like you are working a free agent, trying to go get a free agent. And, it's cool to bring somebody in for a competition, but that would be difficult to do unless you're going to bring in a rookie. So we'll see, bro. They do got a lot of money in Nick Foles, I think, this year too.
And that's the problem, bro. So here's my thing. I feel like Mitch Trubisky's ceiling is Ryan Tannehill. Like we've seen what he's doing in Tennessee once he left Miami. That's Mitch's ceiling. Like he can run the offense. Like, you can hand the ball off and make the throws you need to make. His floor is Nick Foles, his counterpart. I mean, he can have those dud games, bro. And for me, I feel like Mitch is streaking right now. We saw him do this last year. He streaked and then he fizzled out. I feel like he's streaking again. So if I was the Bears front office, I would still draft a rookie quarterback, not necessarily in the first or second round, but just get you a third guy in there. Granted, Foles is still going to be there because you're committed to him financially. That was a dumbass move to basically pay him starter type money or average starter type money just to have him end up being your backup. So I think they do need to get a third guy in there. That way, if Mitch doesn't work out from a financial standpoint, that rookie will bail him out on the financial side, being under a rookie contract. So I do think they need to prioritize a rookie quarterback in that sense.
It's either a rookie or Mitch, bro. So whichever way they go, I just don't think Nick Foles is the answer.
Yeah, bro. All right, let's check out your other guy, man. So David Montgomery. So let me go back. He had a big week, bro. So he had a top 10 finish. Hey, he carried you through the playoffs, and he brought you home a title, or at least brought you home a title. So you guys see it starting in week 14, 20 points plus game, week in, week out. This is the David Montgomery we've been waiting on. He's finally flourishing. I'm excited for his future, man. Dot, what are your thoughts on this, especially with Tariq Cohen coming back next year?
Here's the thing. Without catching out the backfield, they're finally giving him all the touches he needs, even if they was to bring Tariq Cohen back. Because Tariq Cohen was just, it was a pain in Dave Montgomery's ass because they wasn't giving him 20-plus carries and pounding the ball and getting scoring opportunities so he can get in the red zone. But that's fine if you bring Tariq Cohen back and use him as the gadget player that you're doing, and he helps the offense move, which means, hey, more scoring opportunities for David. He's clearly the goal line back. More rushes. They still have a good defense as long as the offense isn't just getting off the field quick. Give the defense chance to get, stay on and off the field at a normal rate. I love David Montgomery. He doesn't even need to shoot for 60 catches if they're going to give him the workload as the dominant back, the goal line back, and give him plenty of opportunities to score. I like him, man. He looked good, bro.
Fire, bro. I like it too, man. And like I said, I traded Terry McLaurin straight up for David Montgomery in the offseason. I was a little nervous, as the season played out, but he ended up panning out for me. So the future's bright, man. I'm actually excited for David Montgomery going forward, especially with a Mitch Trubisky under center. And again, I still think they're going to bring in someone else just to keep the fire lit, but I don't think he has to worry about Foles, man. So let's talk about the next guy, bro. Allen Robinson. That was your other set it and forget it guy. So of course he had the revenge game going back home to Jacksonville. I don't see him. So he definitely had a top 24 finish this past week. So he balled out, bro. 20-point game.
A lot of receivers balled out. So saying top
That's
20
true.
is not saying anything bad on him because it was a lot of big weeks for receivers. So he still gave you a wide receiver 1 numbers this week. But a lot of guys did. But that's the shit you need to compete. So yeah, bro. I seen them clicking, rolling into fantasy playoffs, and it was just like, bro, just play them off. And I've been doing it in every daily fantasy, every single week. I always have those 3 guys in. They're always at good values.
Yeah, they need to pay him. So hopefully he's back in Chicago with that extension. All pro wide receiver, he needs to get paid. So yeah, I love the situation. And who was your tight end? I know you went all Bears for the most part, but I thought you had a different tight end. or did you go with a board?
I don't remember my tight end. I think I threw them 3 guys out because I was so out the loop last minute.
That's cool, bro.
So
And it worked out. So let's go to my set and forget it. The guy that was, man, he might have hurt you in the playoffs. He's been up and down. Jared Goff. Now he's hurt. So, of course, this week against Seattle, 10-point game. Let's start with the first round of the playoffs, 15-point game. And then round 2, the Jets. That's a sweet matchup. At least we thought it was. He only put up 16 points. Of course, they took that L to the Jets, and the Jets been hot ever since, man. So Jared Goff was a miss by me. I just like what he did the previous week, and I figured they would keep it rolling. So, yeah, I'll own that miss. I'm not going to spend too much time there, and he's out this week, so that sums that up. My next guy is Jonathan Taylor. Let's look at the running back. So he's actually a top 10 running back on the year. And, of course, they just played the Pittsburgh Steelers this past week. He had a nice game, bro. This is what we like to see. 18 carries for a running back, 2 touchdowns. I don't know why they stopped running the ball in the second half. That's why we lost. Whenever we get away from the run game, everything goes downhill for the Colts. But, hey, Jonathan Taylor's been solid over these past 4 weeks, man. So hopefully he helped you guys bring home a title. My wide receiver, you might remember, man, I talked it up, T. Higgins. I know he had a slow start, but I was like, hey, be patient. Wait for him for the championship week. And what does he do? Go out there and have a big game. You guys saw it 2 feet down, looking like a pro as a rookie. 21-point game, bro, for T. Higgins, man. Future's bright, especially when Joe Burrow comes back, bro.
hell yeah, bro. He's gonna be a stud, bro. 6'4", 210, big boy. Typical, number 1 receiver size. Already has a rapport with Joe Burrow. And I feel like they're in a situation where him and Tyler Boyd can get everything they deserve at the same time. So I like it.
Yep. And then let's go to my tight end, Mike Gesicki. I can't spell Gesicki right now. Shout out to the mimosas, but I know he was out last week. But he came back, man. Hey, we'll take 9 points from a tight end, bro, coming back off injury. So especially in PPR, that's solid. Of course, it's not Waller or Kittle type numbers or Kelsey, but we'll take 9 points. So all in all, not bad for Mike Gesicki. I like the rapport. I know Tua got pulled. Fitzpatrick had to win the game for him. Speaking of that, bro, we should have talked about Fitzmagic, bro. Did you guys see that play?
Yeah, bro. Deep ball while getting face mask off.
Yeah, bro. Basically,
that's magic. That's magic, bro.
Yeah, bro. I had to pull him out of my my card general population. I had to put him in the top hits box, bro. He got upgraded. So,
bro, you got to chill out.
Shout out to Fitzmagic, man.
Yeah, bro. So the set it and forget us will still fire, bro. I mean, you ain't gonna always be 100% on everything, bro. But if you can lead some people to a couple players that they were unsure about, that's for the betterment of everything, bro. Trust me.
All right, real quick, we're just gonna run through some of the top guys that brought home you guys some titles this year, and also that may have kept you from a title. So Josh Allen, bro, you guys saw it. You guys saw a connection to Diggs. Josh Allen did it all last night. Big performance. Man, I've been seeing some talks on Twitter today. They're saying Josh Allen should be the number 2 QB in Dynasty, bro. What are your thoughts on that? Is he top 3, top 5?
Facts. He's probably – it was Pat and –
Still give me Dak, bro, at number 2 for me.
I don't know if it's Dak because you still have to age one and then you're still worrying about how he looks coming off the injury one and then still worried about the contract situation. Give me the guy that's locked into his situation and doesn't have any issues coming up no time soon. So I would probably shoot with something like him or Kyler because they don't have any issues no time soon. Worrying about like injuries, that's always a scary thing. One, you don't know how people bounce back off injury, and then still worried about contract situations. Just give me the for sure 2 people that don't have those things stuck as baggage with them. So I'm somewhere in between Kyler and Josh because Kyler's still a stud, bro. So
I ain't mad at it. You can't go wrong either way. Shout out to Tom Brady.
Bro.
Yeah. Shout out to Tom. He helped brought home some titles against the Lions this week. Andy Dalton stepped in, showed out. Big Ben's been up and down, but he still had a top 5 finish. And of course, Aaron Rodgers, just want to shout him out. So, any other guys you want to talk before we look at the running backs?
Nah, man. It's pretty plain and simple. These guys, they're studs, man. And as far as Dynasty, I don't really care how you line up your top 5, man, because I feel like now more than ever, there's so many people that if you want to put in your top 5, I get it. Before Burrow got hurt, I can understand if you want to say, fuck it, Joe Burrow's in my top 5. I can understand saying, hey, if you want to put Justin Herbert in your top 5. I'm not going to argue with you. These are rookie guys that came out dominating, and they look good as hell. So I feel like you can make a case for a solid top 5 of guys, and it could all be different. So,
All right, now let's talk about the guy that gave everyone a gift on Christmas. I'm sure a lot of people woke up, wasn't expecting 56 points from Alvin Kamara, but he gave it to you. That's a hell of a gift. I'll take that on Christmas Day for a Christmas game. Record-breaking game, record-breaking performance, 6 touchdowns on the ground, bro. So that's definitely a league winner, man. And he's been doing it all year. Granted, whenever Breeze was out, a little up and down with Taysom Hill in there, but Alvin's the man, bro.
I agree. What do you say about a guy that, when he's healthy and Drew Brees is healthy, the 1-2 combination that they have is untouchable, and the scheme, Sean Payton and his offense, I feel like everybody can flourish in it, but he just makes it look easy. That's why he's a top 3 dynasty running back at full health, because of everything that comes with it. The play calling, his ability, his agility, his speed. He's just a stud, bro. He can catch like a normal damn receiver. He can just do it all, bro. So Alvin Kamara's a stud, bro. Don't even got to really talk about him either. Stud.
Shout to Myles Gaskin. This was the guy that I was on a sell high, but he's been balling, bro. I definitely think he solidified a role in this offense at this point. Of course, he's still under his rookie contract too, so he's not going anywhere. I'm still expecting the Dolphins to draft another running back. I just feel like the league is transitioning to a running back by committee. But Myles Gaskin definitely fits that system. I just want them to bring in a bigger running back to run in between the tackles, because he excels outside the tackles. So and in the receiving game, he excels. But he definitely helped brought home some titles this year.
Okay, so let me group a few guys together, because I feel like in Dynasty, these guys aren't going to matter when we roll into the offseason. But I got a couple guys I want to ask you about. So let me group these guys together to just give them their love that they showed up. Samaje Perine showed up, but Mixon comes back. Jeff Wilson balled out, but you know how that is with the depth chart when it starts off healthy. J.D. McKissick balled out. Okay, and that's where my questions start. Yeah, they have McKissick. Yes, they have Antonio Gibson when he's healthy. But does McKissick keep his role no matter what? Because he's been basically a receiver out the backfield. And even when Gibson was getting his work, McKissick was still playing and still doing receiving things. Is this a guy that you want to trade right now because you just feel like I'll take whatever I can to get him off my team? Or does he hold value going into next year on your team?
Man, to be honest, that wide receiver room is not the best outside of Terry McLaurin, to be honest with you. I mean, I know we saw flashes with like Cam Sims and Steve Sims, but they need a number 2, man. And I know Antonio Gandy Golden, who's a rookie, who was injured. He got in. So I think JD is just flourishing off of a lack of wide receiver 2 presence in the offense. Of course, they got Logan Thomas, who thrives in the passing game. Antonio Gibson thrives in the passing game as well. So I would actually sell high on JD. I don't know what you can get for him. I try to get a second if you can. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm anticipating. I don't even know if they really need to bring in a second wide receiver. They probably will though. Again, we didn't really get to see much out of Gandy Golden. That's actually one of my guys. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does, and also the up and down in QB play with Haskins to Smith. Just going back and forth. The offense didn't really get a chance to get a rhythm going, man. So I think JD was just a beneficiary of the situation.
Well, I do think he's going to keep his role, but I will say this: I with all these receivers coming out, I do love the talent. Their defense is so good.
Yeah,
I think they either have to try to go QB first round.
Okay.
Why? Why not? Is there a real world where Alex Smith is a starter next year? Why? Why would you do that, man?
Yeah, bro. They need to move on. I mean, it's shaky, bro. Like, I'm nervous every time he touches the field, bro. Like,
yeah,
you don't want to bank on having Smith out there for 4, 5, 6 games healthy, and then now he's game time decisions with leg injuries. Like, you definitely want to get some more stability in that QB situation. So they definitely should bring another QB, because when Kyle Allen comes back, I don't think he's the answer either.
Hell no. I can see them going QB receiver, bro. First, second round, back to back. And I got one more guy to ask a dynasty question about. I think Jamal Williams' contract is up. How'd you know, my guy?
Cause, man, like, only guy left. He balled out in the blizzard, the mini blizzard, whatever you want to call it. he looks like a tank, bro. I know there's a lot of question marks, but he looked good running up against that Titans defense,
He
man.
got drafted in the second round amongst all these other running backs that we love. He's 6'1", 250, can run fast as hell. He can catch. And you see that Green Bay doesn't mind involving two running backs. But with that draft capital, it just lets me think that they're going to play some A.J. Dillon. If Jamal Williams walks and isn't there, even if they do keep Aaron Jones, I think both of their contracts are up, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, what do we do with A.J. Dillon? 1 and 2, bro, you have a better memory than me. So please remember this. I think we need to pick him up in the Empire League after this episode.
Okay.
Just
Good
throwing that
call.
out there.
Good call.
But yeah, A.J. Dillon, man. What do we think of him going into next year?
He's already on the team, bro. He's on D. Crenton, so we can't get that. But I like the situation, bro. I mean, we already know a Matt LaFleur offense coming from Tennessee. They want to run the ball. I mean, clearly, Matt sees some Derrick Henry in him. I'm not saying he's there yet, but he has the build to get there. So, yeah, he's running tough, man. Hopefully he can keep that up and, keep that going and be consistent with that. But he's a big body, man. That's what you want. And, man, I was watching the game, and he just kept falling forward, man. But, of course, he's 6'1", 250. Hopefully he falls forward, right? So,
yeah.
I like it, man. If you got you some A.J. Dillon, that's nice. I'd pay a second for him, but price probably going to go up, to be honest with you, after that big game. But
price don't went up, my nigga.
But we'll see, man. I'm pretty sure we'll see some more A.J. Dillon this week, especially Packers. They're already in the playoffs, so they're probably going to rest Aaron Jones. So we probably get to see him again.
All right. Let's roll over to the receivers, bro. And I'm going to let you talk early because the top 3 guys are studs. And we don't have to spend all day on them. We could talk about them because I know they didn't help win everybody leagues week by week all season. They've been balling. But I got guys that I want to talk about. So if you want to just, take a few seconds, take a minute or two to talk about the first 3 guys up there, man. Just what they mean to your team week by week.
Devontae Adams, man. Hey, Hopkins, in my opinion, is the best wide receiver in the game, but Devontae Adams, he continues to, prove his case for that, for that title. You can't go wrong with either one, but Devontae Adams, 142 yards. I don't know what that noise is. All right, that was you, Dot. But Devontae Adams, 142 yards, 3 scores. He's been doing it year in, year out, all season long, automatic touchdown machine. So he helped brought it home for you guys. And, of course, Stephon Diggs, game breaker. He's the guy that actually cost me a title. I was literally up 35.5 points, and I was still on edge because I know it's Stephon Diggs, and I knew the Patriots had no Stephon Gilmore. So combination of those 2 things, I was on edge, and my gut was correct. Stephon ended my season, 41-point game. He had his best season of the year this past Monday night. So three touchdowns on 9 catches. I don't know why the Patriots didn't want to tackle last night. And then, of course, Mike Evans, he had a big game in Detroit. So, of course, he had 2 touchdowns, I believe. Yep, 2 touchdowns, 181 yards, 10 catches, like all fires. This is what we expect from those guys. All right, Dot, talk your other guys.
Hey. All right, so good dynasty questions. Do we give up on Michael Gallup? We've seen him have a blow-up week. Dak come back next year. CeeDee Lamb still there. Cooper still there. Nobody's going nowhere. What do we do with Michael Gallup, bro? Because he's hard to play week by week, but we know he's talented enough to be a good part of any offense, honestly. What do we do with him, bro?
He's a hold, man, only because I know Amari Cooper has moments where, and I feel like the Cowboys were pretty good about it this year with covering it. I feel like there were times where Cooper exited the game but didn't really have any injury tags. But there will be some times where you see the Cedric Wilsons and all these other guys in the game and there's no Amari Cooper. So you got to hold Michael Gallup. He's definitely a wide receiver 1 type talent. If he's on another team, he's easily their number 1 wide receiver. I don't think Dallas is going to trade him. But if Cooper stayed healthy, especially the way Lamb's playing, he's balling, I would trade him. But again, you're invested in Amari Cooper all that money, and if he's sneakily gets off the field and sits out a few snaps or ends up only playing half the snaps, you got to keep a Michael Gallup on the squad. So he's a hold in Dynasty.
I agree. What do we do? Do we trade, hold, sit? That's the same thing. Hold, trade, hold. Nelson Aguilar, bro.
Bro, he's another hold, man. And he had the season that we expected Henry Ruggs to have. How many touchdowns he had? What, like 7 or 8? Of course, coming in from Philadelphia, he's won a Super Bowl out there. I know there are question marks with his hands because he had drops, but I didn't see him drop too many passes out here in Vegas, man. So I don't know if he likes being out on the strip, change of scenery, but it's doing him justice, man. He looks good in that Raiders offense. He actually looked like their number one wide receiver. Of course, Waller's their number one pass catcher, but Aguilar owned the wide receiver room.
And when all those games where all the receivers went down in Philly, he used to step up and have these kind of games. So he has that kind of potential. Just probably needs a team to trust him. So, and then one more guy, Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, he's a hold. That's a guy I don't really roster too much personally. I'm just the injury concerns and histories in the past, but he did his thing this year, so I can't knock that. Coming into a new team, new situation. So Deshaun Watson loves him in the passing game. I mean, the targets are there. He gets his 10-plus targets, sometimes 7 to 8, but at least 2 of those are going to be deep shots or end zone targets. So you'll take that in a Deshaun Watson offense.
All right, Cooks, Aguilar, Gallup. Keep, trade, cut right now.
Whew.
Dynasty.
Keep, trade, cut. All right. Aguilar.
Cut Gallup.
Yeah, bro. So I'm going to keep, to be honest, bro, I'm going to keep Aguilar. I'm going to trade Cooks, and I'm going to cut Gallup.
Damn.
And that's tough, bro. That was tough. Damn. Who you got?
I'm going to trade. I'm going to trade. I'm going to trade. Probably going to do the same ones you did. You did trade Cooks, right?
Yeah, so I kept Aguilar, trade Cooks, and I cut Gallup. And I'm cutting Gallup because I'm already in CD, so it was just a Gallup week. But again, he's talented.
All right, I'm probably going to do the same thing.
That was tough, though, bro. That was a good one.
I know.
That was a good one. Hey, real quick, before we go to the tight ends, Jameson Crowder, bro, for the value where you get him at in startup drafts, 10th round, 11th round, you're looking to plug him into your flex or wide receiver 3, but he easily gives you wide receiver 1 upside numbers. He did that this week, 29 points. So number 1 pass catcher for the Jets, man. I know they got Mims, but
if him and Darnold are healthy, he's a number 1 PPR receiver every week.
Yeah, bro. They're always in negative game script, always going to have to throw. He's over the slot, like he's, like a Cole Beasley. You know what I mean? Like he just does damage. So, all right, bro, let's get to these tight ends real quick, and then we'll get out of here. So, Irv Smith, man, number 1 tight end on the week, 23 points.
He's a great dynasty stash going into his 3rd season next year. We always say it takes about 2-3 years for the tight end to learn the position and finally find his role and get some comfortability in that shit. So, he'll be in his 3rd season next year, and I predict there'll be no more Kyle Rudolph. He was banged up the last few weeks, and you finally got to see Irv Smith fall into a role where he's the dominant tight end. 6'2", 240 right out of Alabama. He was drafted to be a receiving type of tight end, and I think that's what they're going to use him as, and I think he's going to have more opportunities next year. So he's a great stash if you've been holding. You see what he can do.
Yeah, bro. And he's in a perfect situation. Like when it's goal line, red zone time, everyone's thinking they're going to run it down their throat because they can. And then Irv Smith sneaks out into the end zone, by the pylon, no one's there. So I love his situation.
Let's skip to Darren Waller first, bro.
Okay. Let me drop down to my guy.
Just to talk, I just want to say this. If he's your tight end too in Dynasty, I'm not mad. I still think Kelsey's number 1, no matter the age. But if Waller's your number 2 over Kittle, because Kittle's starting to have an injury-prone tag to him. When he's healthy, you play him. When he's playing, no matter what, even if he's banged up, you play him. But Waller's starting to look like the guy that's going to play all season, and with the same type of talent that Kittle has and the same importance of position in his offense. So I can understand anybody who has Waller as their tight end too, off of those terms. So I just want to bring him up, give him his flowers. I know that's your guy. You've been preaching him. You made me a Waller guy, and he been balling all season, bro. So talk about your guy.
My fucking guy, bro. I love Darren Waller. Hey, former college wide receiver turned tight end. He has an incredible story. Look it up, but he's overcome a lot of stuff and he's doing his thing on the field. So you love to see it. Clearly, this past week on Saturday, the Dolphins tried to take him away in the passing game. He only had 6 targets, but he dominated those 5 catches, over 100 yards. Look at the previous weeks, man. If you're going to give a tight end 12 targets, 10 targets, 17 targets, that offense runs through Darren Waller in the passing game. So I love it. Future's bright, man.
All right. Let me do this lumping of a few guys together, and then we'll talk about the number one guy. I'll let you talk about the number one guy. He deserves his flowers on his own. Jimmy Graham, old guy, means nothing in Dynasty. He had a good week this week, but they have been giving Cole Kmet more run. So I think it's one of those things where they are starting to fade Jimmy out. Yes, he scored a couple touchdowns because in the end zone, he's big as hell. And this was just a good week for tight ends, to be honest. So, if you had to go against a Kelsey and you had one of these flyer guys like Gronk, Hayden Hurst, Eric Ebron, Austin Hooper, these are guys that all caught touchdowns this week. That's all you can really ask for a tight end. Hayden Hurst was more up and down more than anything. Eric Ebron is competing with 3 very talented receivers on his team. Gronk is too, 3 very talented receivers on his team. But these are guys in Dynasty that, like, if you have, they're fine. I wouldn't go break my neck to go trade for any of them. If you don't have Waller, Kittle, Kelsey, you just piece together some of these guys, play matchups, and just hope for the best. Don't go shooting your shot and thinking that this guy scored just as much as Kelsey. He's important to my team. No, he's not. So I just wanted to get that out the way, bro. So we ain't, I don't want nobody to think that, a performance like this from Jimmy Graham means anything going into next year.
Yeah, I do want to call out. I know there's a lot of people that might have chased some Cole Kmet points and chased Jimmy points. It's a thing where you just don't know when to play which Chicago Bears tight end. So
just wait till Jimmy's off the team next year.
All right, bro. Who the next guy you want to talk?
Come on, bro. The number one guy. He deserves his roses. I want to save them for last, bro.
All right, bet. Best for last, number one tight end. He's been doing it year in, year out. For the past 5 seasons, he's had over 1,000 yards at the tight end position, which is crazy. And then he also put up a 1,400-yard season. At one point, he was leading all pass catchers, including wide receivers and receiving yards.
Up until last night game, he was.
Yeah, until Diggs had that fire game. But Travis Kelce, he's changing the tight end market. We're going to start paying these tight ends like Kelce and Kittle, and just alone the way these guys have been playing, Waller's up next to get paid, bro. So
is Kelce the most talented or most important player on offense outside of a few quarterbacks? Out of any quarterback, is he the most important player on offense?
Yes, he is, bro. When you give Pat Mahomes, what did they give him? I was about to say $500 billion. It feel like $500 billion, but $500 million. I think is that how much they gave him? It's a lot of money. Either way,
basically $500 million.
When you lock up a franchise QB like Pat for 10 years and you're paying him all that money, you're not paying him all that money to hand the ball off. So, you got to lock up his number one target, which is Travis Kelce. He does it all, bro. In the passing game, run blocking game, he does it all, man. So, yeah, it makes sense. 1-2 tandem.
True that. So, shout out to Kelce, bro, doing everything he's supposed to. Number one tight end in Dynasty, no matter the age. He's probably going to do it for some more years, bro. He's that guy.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Hey, hopefully everyone, had a successful season. Hopefully we were able to help you guys out this year with all the fantasy analysis, advice, all that good stuff. We're about to get into this closing. Someone's saying hello from London. What's up, Sans95?
We
fuck with London. Fuck with the UK.
What's good?
Hopefully we'll come out there one day once the pandemic passes.
Amen.
Bro, Travis Kelce is the number one tight end in fantasy this year, and Tyreek Hill is the number 2 receiver in fantasy this year.
Yeah, man.
It's just stupid. But let's get to the closer, man.
Let's do it, bro.
Closing time.
I want to go last because I'm doing a shout-out type joint. You feel me?
That's cool. Y'all want me to go first?
Go ahead, bro.
Little fella.
Just for everybody that doesn't know, I think Dot's been preaching it a lot. Take care of yourself. Just do your best, take care of yourself, and listen to your OGs. My OG's been telling me probably for about 6 months to get my blood pressure checked because I get headaches real crazy. And I finally decided to listen yesterday. My sister-in-law got me one of these.
What
Basically,
is that?
it's just a personal blood pressure monitor. So I checked it when I got home yesterday just to see what was going on. I had a horrible headache yesterday, and it looks like I potentially have high blood pressure. So just everybody take the chance, listen to your body, listen to your OGs, the older folks around you that might be telling you, hey, man, just go get checked out. Take that advice, you know what I mean? Because if you've been complaining to them too, like they hear you. So just take their advice. They know what they're talking about to keep it G. So I just wanted to, that's my good word for the people, man. Y'all got to take care of yourself, man. Just listen to your body and listen to the OGs around you.
Fire, bro. I'm gonna go next. I want to wish everyone a happy holidays. Hope everyone brings in the new year safe and with family and friends, and be smart. Still a pandemic. Set your goals, man. Everything starts with your goals. This is the year. Tap into your passions. Tap into your fears. Whatever you want to do, just go for it. I just watched Soul on Disney Plus. I highly recommend it. I actually downloaded the app, subscribe, paid just to check it out. It's definitely worth a watch. So I encourage everyone to watch that. I hope we were able to help you guys out this year in fantasy football and in general, just to come hang out, man. For me, this is therapy. I love hanging out, talking fantasy, hanging with my bros. So looking forward to helping you guys dominate your leagues next year.
True that. And I just want to reiterate what Avo said. Listen to your OGs, man. Hey, I had my OG Mike call me earlier. Just say, oh, Lil G, hope the holidays going well. Hope little man cool. Love you. My OG Rich, it's his birthday today. Shout out to my OG Rich. Love him like my brother, my big brother. And like you said, man, just take care of yourself while you're young, or even if you're not young, whatever you are, you're getting a little older. Change that shit so you can get back to feeling young, man. And damn. But yeah, the holiday season, Vic said be safe. I want to tell everybody to be safe too. I hope y'all have a blessed one. I hope y'all had a good Christmas. Hope you guys have a good New Year's amongst yourself and your family, man. I love everybody. Like you said, I hope you've been dominating your league Dynasty Bro style. So, or dominate your league Dynasty Bro Vic style. That's my brother.
Yeah,
and I
bro.
will let him run one of my leagues for me if I was down.
Appreciate that, bro. Likewise. Hey, just so you guys know, put an announcement out there. We won't be recording next week. We're actually taking a break, so we just want to, recharge the battery. We put a lot into this fantasy stuff. We care about your guys' fantasy teams. We care about ours. It's a lot that goes into it. So we're just going to recharge the battery next week. We'll be back at it again Tuesday, January 12th. And with that being said, I'm going to let Abel walk us out with a special guest. Hi, Brayley.
Hello.
Did you have a good Christmas? You have a good Christmas?
Yeah, and thank you for my doll.
You're welcome.
Doll clothes.
You're welcome.
That why that drink for.
Oh, wow.
And
I'm glad to hear that.
pants was too little.
The pants are too little?
Might have ordered the wrong size, but hey, everything else cool.
My bad.
Hey, Brayley, guess what? I got a bag. I got a Christmas gift over here for you that your dad told me he was going to come pick up. Yeah, and your dad ain't come pick it up.
Yeah, it's daddy's fault.
Can you wrap it up?
It's bagged up already. It looks all pretty and everything.
Do they have 100 bows?
100 bows.
I don't have 100 bows on it.
What?
I will go get 100 bows if you want me to, Brad.
Yay!
I am going to put one on the bag, and I'm going to put the other 99 in a Kroger bag, and you can have them.
All right, Brayley, you're going to walk us out tonight. Say bye, everybody.
Good night. Bye, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Have a
peace and love,
Christmas.
Brad.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Love y'all.
We the bros.
Amen.